Oh yeah. Oh, we're back. We are back, baby. Okay, so it is Saturday morning. We're going for a little drive through the Austrian Alps. So this is an area that I used to live. Actually, that's a fat lie. I didn't used to live in this area. So let's get out of here before the lights in the garage go off. So I used to live in the Austrian Alps, and that was about 8 years ago. Fucking hell, that's close. Oh. 8 years ago, used to live in the Austrian Alps. And I used to work in kind of like ski resort, hotel, chalet type of situations where I'd be cooking, cleaning. I used to also be a driver, so I've done a lot of driving, alpine driving. And that's what we're going to do today. And whilst we do it, we're going to take the opportunity to... I don't know where I'm going, by the way. So I got my car parked. Well, so I'm in the hotel right now. I'm in the garage of the hotel, and I got they cleaned the car for me, which is very nice. So it looks extremely shiny. Please just open. Yes, okay. Let's put 30 minutes on the clock just so I know when to cap out on this. It is an absolutely... If you could just see my fucking view right now. Holy shit. Fuck. Okay, so I wanted to take you on like a Saturday morning. So it's 8 a.m. No, actually, yeah, 7:47 a.m. And I'm in a town called Bad Leogang, and we're going to go for a drive to Zellamsee, which is a ski resort by a lake. I cannot believe these views. And I drove here yesterday from Munich. So I've been in Munich for the last couple of weeks. I'm YOLOing this, by the way. I'm not even looking at maps. I'm just going to go follow signs the old school way to Zellamsee, which should be about a 20-minute drive away. And in those 20 minutes, by the way, I'm going to talk about my business. And let's fucking move that out of the way. Got a bottle of water. Oh. Fucking hell, I'll crash. Okay. We're going to talk about my business this year because I haven't done a kind of like review. And what I want to do, moving on from now, is I want to... It's a one-way street. You fucking shitting me? No, can't be. It's a little bit busier than I thought. So I thought it would be a nice quiet morning. Come on, dudes. So I thought it would be good to do a business review every month. And so this is going to be the first one. So if you guys maybe have seen the video that I did about a few weeks ago in London, that was like a screen test video that I did here. Just wanted to see if I could get the camera to work. Again, I don't have a monitor. I should have a monitor. I should have an external battery. I don't know when this battery is going to run out. But I am just a big advocate of just saying, fuck it, press record and getting to it. But let me tell you about why, well, I'm here for a specific reason. My girlfriend's getting some medical treatment in Munich with a couple of incredible doctors who specialize in what she's suffering with and has been suffering with for a while. If you guys are interested in wondering what she's suffering with, go check out Bella Hadid's page because she's clearly suffering with the same thing. She's been having the same type of treatment clearly in Europe that my girlfriend's been having. And it has been fucking hard. Last week was an extremely hard week for me. I've seen a lot of blood in my time. When I was studying anatomy, wow, it is bright this morning. When I was studying anatomy, back as a biomedical scientist, I dissected a whole human, which was an incredible experience that I got to have. And I cut a human into pieces, into chunks, cut a head off, cut everything into bits. I've also been in a lot of surgical theatres. I've also done a lot of oral surgery when I was a dentist. So I've seen a lot of blood, I've seen a lot of gory stuff, but when it's either my own blood or a loved one's, it's very different, feels very different. And I nearly fainted the other day when my girlfriend was going through this treatment, and that was a lot, because I've got a pretty strong stomach when it comes to gory stuff. So that was pretty hardcore. But that's why we're in Munich, and we've got our final third week of treatment next week, and then I'll be heading back to London. So one of my dreams was to buy a really nice car. This was my dream car, Porsche Taycan GTS. It's 2 years old. I paid £65,000 for it, which is probably about $100,000 on a 4-year lease. So I'm paying about £1,000 a month. I'm not one of those fuckers who's like, you got to buy your car, you got to buy it outright. Fuck it. Like, life is way too short. I cannot tell you. My dream was to buy this car and drive it to the Alps from London in the summer and drive it around. And I cannot tell you, driving here from Munich yesterday and driving just around, driving on the autobahns through Germany. The French motorways are also stunning, like just much higher quality than British motorways. And I'm in the mountains, and it was a dream. And this car is a fucking dream to drive. Like, it's got like about 650 brake horsepower. It is the smoothest ride. It has been so sick. I haven't owned a car for 10 years. The first car I ever had was my grandparents' car that I bought, that they handed down to me because my grandparents used to have this 1991 Rover Metro 1.1S red. And it got to the point back in 2007 or 2009 where they were so old that they would drive around, and bless them, my grandmother was basically blind in both eyes. She would drive, and my granddad was blind. He only had one eye, so he had a glass eye in the other. So my grandparents, he would be in the passenger seat. My grandparents would drive around with one eye, and it wouldn't even, the one eye that worked wasn't even the one driving the steering wheel. He'd literally tell her where to go. It was fucking nightmare. They got stuck once. They got stranded on a road and they couldn't reverse out because they only had one eye between them. And so that was when the family were like, okay, you guys are, this isn't safe anymore. And so I was very fortunate to get handed the car. At the time, it was a 20-year-old car, but they looked after it really well. And I drove that for the next 6 years through university. Drove a ton, and then it ran out of juice eventually. So that was my first car that I ever had. So I come from very humble car beginnings. I've never owned a car that's I'd never sat in a sports car before. I'd never sat in a Porsche before I sat in this seat, and I picked it up from the Porsche, the place that I picked it up from a few weeks ago. And it has been an absolute fucking dream to drive. And I drove here. We've been driving in Munich. As I say that as someone in a Volkswagen just overtakes me. But I thought it'd be quiet this morning. But it is kind of quiet. But it's absolutely stunning here in the Austrian Alps. This is going to be the last weekend of summer they have here. And then, heading back to Munich on Monday. So it's Saturday morning today. We've got 2 days where it's going to be beautiful. We're just recovering at a stunning hotel in Bad Leogang. One of the coolest things ever was driving this Porsche there, and it's a pretty expensive hotel. And this is, all new to me. Like 2 years ago, I couldn't afford rent. 3 months in a row, I was late on rent. And now I'm turning up to like 5-star hotels and I'm handing the keys to my Porsche to the valet to go park and go wash. And yesterday was an emotional day getting here. We'd had a very emotional week with my girlfriend having to go through what she went through. Yeah, just wanted to shout out to everyone in the Scale 20 crew for all of the love and patience that you guys gave me this week. And it's funny, I'm actually driving quite slow, but we're going to pick up the pace. Okay, so let's give you, now you know why I'm here. But yeah, like I said, my dream was to drive here from London, and it's been, when you work your fucking dick off for years and years and years, my lesson is that treat yourself to the things that you've dreamt about. And I promise you, I truly promise you that it is as epic and incredible as you hope it would feel. It feels that fucking epic and amazing. Driving this car, picking it up, driving it to the Alps, driving to the hotel yesterday. It's misty this morning. This is what I dreamt about. And to get to share this with you is also really cool. So let's talk about, now we're just going to switch tack now and talk about business. Because let's see if we can move this out. I don't know if this is, we're just going straight into the light. But yeah, so it is September 20th, 2025. And a lot of incredible things have happened this year, and have been the fruit of kind of 2 years of work. This is too bright, geez. The fruit of a lot of 2 years of frankly, not chasing scale. So to give you a bit of an idea of where I'm at, I did the kind of crunch the numbers the other day just to get an idea. So I've averaged, for the past 6 months or so, I've averaged $105,000 in new contract value per month. And over the last 6 months, I changed my pricing model. I essentially 3x my pricing about 4 months ago. And so at the moment, I'm in a position where I'm taking on only 7 clients per month into Scale 20. The biggest month I had, I think, was April, where I did 194,000 in new contract value. And that was just before increasing my pricing. And so, big lesson there was that, okay, we're going to go fast. Fuck yeah. Oh my God. I haven't even got the electric sport sound on actually, so I might turn that on so you can hear it. Let's do that. Electric sport sound on. Okay, it should be on now. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but I can. Yeah, so biggest month was 194K in April this year. I think it took on must have been about 15, 16, 17 clients. I can't remember the numbers, but where I'm at right now is, it was a very hard week this past week, but it started on a Monday with something really cool. I'd just been accepted into my next mentorship program. This one's an application only. You need to be doing at least 100K a month to be able to get into it. And the cool thing is that I'm now in a room, and I was placed in a WhatsApp group with some of the biggest hitters in the space, which is very cool. A lot of the names that you'll be familiar with, the kind of these are people who have got businesses typically making 500 to $1 million a month, 500 grand to $1 million a month. And so I'm very much the small fish in a pond there. There's only 100 people. A lot of the biggest names that you know from YouTube in the business coaching space, they're in that program. And feel that kind of, I had my call at 11 p.m. on Monday evening. Had to wait up late for it, but was really stoked to pass the vibe check. So it was a kind of a lengthy application process. They were only letting 3 people in this time, and spots only open when they open, And so really, really excited for that. So I kind of realized that I'd reached my limit of like, okay, I'm pretty comfortable at 100 grand a month, but it's like, where next? Ooh, where are we going to go? Where the fuck are we going to go? Let's go Zelamse. There we go. We'll go right. And yeah, I am now in that room, which is super cool. And I'm actually going to an event, I think, in California, going to be first week of November, second week of November, maybe first week of November, I don't know. That was really cool. So that was a big kind of, let's go there, a big thing that I was really hoping to happen, because I felt like I had just run out of, I know how to do what I'm doing right now, but what I want to do is, I'm really driven by impact, but at the same time, it's like to have a lifestyle have a life. I'm just not going to be the nerd that sits in a fucking room on his laptop 12 hours a day. I'll do this, which is incredible. And I love making content, but I'm not going to be there sitting there 12 hours a day on calls, on fucking Zooms, on making automations, doing all this stuff. I want a simple business. And the cool thing is that I feel like I've done a really good job this year of setting an amazing foundation. So let me talk about some of the big projects that have landed this year. So at the start of the year, I started, I think December we did like 97,000 cash collected in December. And that was just me on my own, with my Instagram editor. So in December, that was where I was at. I only had an Instagram editor, and Jean, absolute legend, and he helped me 10x my audience last year just by taking editing and posting off my plate, so I could reinvest my time and energy into research and ideation. And one of the sickest things this year is that jumping around a little bit, but the biggest thing that I've been focusing on over the past few months has been how I can implement AI-powered, either done-for-you services. Bunch of cool things that I've been working on for the past few months, and one of them was saving my clients $20,000 to $30,000 a year in research and ideation fees that I had been quoted from an agency. So back in maybe June this year, I got quoted by an agency. Oh my God, I can see some snow on the mountains. Quoted by an agency for $3,000 a month to give me 4 YouTube ideas a month. So that's researching and ideation. Oh, we're going to absolutely kill it now. What's the speed limit? 100. Fuck yes! Woo! Okay, so yeah, I got quoted $3,000 a month for this ideation stuff, and I was like, I know how to do this. And so for the past about 3 weeks ago, one of my biggest hires, so I've hired three other key hires this year. I've only had, and one of them's part-time is my YouTube editor. He's a freelancer. He just does 4 YouTube videos for me per month. And then the next one was Ed, who's my client concierge. So he had previously been working in gym launches client success team, and so he helps with client admin and just a bunch of stuff. Is an absolute legend, and he was my first hire at the beginning of the year. Then the next was my YouTube editor, who's a freelancer, and then the next big one, which I ran a big hiring campaign for in June, was for my AI and systems consultant, who keep in mind, I don't do, most of you would know this, but I don't do sales calls for my business. So I have a completely call-free, essentially, apart from client calls, and I only have 3 one-on-one clients, or synchronous one-on-one clients, where I sync with them on calls. Everyone else is asynchronous in Scale 20. But I'm going to put it into fucking drive mode. I'm going to put this into Sport Plus. I haven't done that yet. I haven't done that. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, now we're going to have some fun. What's the speed limit to 80? Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, so... okay, so... I've done a lot of alpine driving, by the way. So, yeah, I love it if you haven't done this. Okay, yeah, so the big kind of like hire was my AI and systems consultant, Sam, who's been a fucking legend. And he has been absolutely crucial in the past 3 months to helping build a bunch of systems and processes. Okay, we're going to go for it now. It's been crucial in building a bunch of systems and processes that have been AI powered. It's actually hard to even wrap up all of the stuff that I've built this year. I have a lot of clients who join who have been through the online business space, where they've worked with many mentors. I had one join the other day, and I'm actually not going to say who it is, but he had previously been a CRO at one of the big names in the space. And he joined, and within the first few days, he was like, "This, Tom, what you've built here is just on a completely different level." And that was really fucking cool, because I could tell he really meant it. And I was like, that. And I've had this a lot. So I've had this a lot from clients who have been around and have been through many of the big kind of people in the spaces, programs and experiences. And the cool thing is that I get really good feedback. The frustrating thing for me is that what I feel like I have right now is nowhere near as good as I want it to be, which is a good thing. But this is always the when it comes to like wanting to do your best, it's hard, because like you just constantly battling this, like, oh, it could be better, it could be better. The biggest lesson though is just ship it, get it to 80% and ship it. And now I'm in a process where over the next kind of 8 weeks, I'm going to rebuild everything from the ground up, with all of the data that I've been capturing, and everything that I've got, all of the insights, all of the data, all of the stuff that I've been collecting for the past 2 years. I have got so many insights, and it is absolutely, I can't wait to rebuild everything with, one of the biggest things that I've done is, and that's been a game changer for my clients, is giving them an AI version of me that has access to all of my everything, all of my intellectual property. And they've been using it as that kind of like daily decision-making coach. And the really, it's really fucking cool, because it's worked so well, and yet I know it could be so much better. That's the cool thing, because it's worked so well. My clients are getting so much benefit out of it, but I know it was just very much a rough version 1. And version 2, the way what we're going to be able to do to help our clients have crystal clarity on what they need to focus on, is going to be incredible. So I'm really looking forward to making this. And that was kind of what I wanted to do these last couple of weeks is just get a bit of rest actually before going into a really deep creative sprint block through October and November, where I'm remaking everything in time for December. It looks like. I think we're gonna see how it goes, but like I want to get things made ASAP. Okay, where the fuck am I going? Oh, fuck, I missed the turn to Solopreneurship. Now we're going into a tunnel. Okay, right, fuck. I'm gonna have to do a UE. Okay. So like the biggest thing that I've done this year, the single biggest project I've done this year was implement a new data tracking and pipeline system at the very beginning of this year. And it now means I have a huge amount of unique insights and data from my clients that I can use to help guide them and for them to guide themselves. So we have this data pool that we can take insights from and be like, hey, okay, so you're struggling in this part of your flywheel right now. Let's get you focusing on this over the next 8 weeks so that we can get these projects rolled out that's going to help fix this constraint in your business. We're in a long tunnel right now. And that has been the core of everything. And so I know there's a lot of like business coaches and consultants out there, even some of the big ones in the space, who don't track their clients' data. And, you know, I know one of my mentors watched the first one, and I called them out as being shitbags, but I wasn't calling out my mentor. So you know who you are. I was calling out other shitbags, like in the industry, who don't do this, and you know, just I don't know, they just rely on licking their fingers, sticking up in the air, being like, which direction is the wind blowing today? Yeah, maybe make some content. Oh, maybe make some ads. Pieces of shit. So yeah, like the biggest thing for me this year has been implementing a data pipeline and really working on data hygiene. So I used to work as an analytics consultant. I know how important data hygiene is, and so that's been the biggest thing I've been working with Sam on for the past like 3-4 months, is just cleaning up the pipeline of data that we have, making sure that the data is usable for AI, and looks like we're pretty much there now, which is good. It's taken a few months to like just clean things up, and now it's about time to turbocharge the shit out of this thing, which is really fun. So I'm going to rebuild everything from the ground up over the next 2 months, and yeah, got some really cool things planned. But my intention is just, I have one intention. The intention is that by the end of whenever I finish this launch, our program is without a doubt the single most effective, reliable, and powerful way for business coaches and creators to grow their businesses to 100 grand a month, from 10, 20 grand to 100 grand a month. This tunnel is long as piss. So yeah, that's the aim, that's the objective, and I know that can happen. I know what I need to do, and I'm really excited about that challenge. So yeah, it's been a hell of a journey this year. It's been a very challenging one, to be honest, with my girlfriend's health. It's meant that we haven't been able to travel. I haven't been able to travel on really like I haven't been able to have vacations or anything, which has kind of sucked. Solopreneurship, Salzburg, Capri. Fuck it, we're gonna go this way. And yeah, it's been a very, very challenging. So you know, my heart goes out to anyone out there who is dealing with struggles like that, and with, you know, health struggles with their families, seeing anything like that. Okay, I think we're going to be able to get to Solopreneurship from here. Yes, we are. Okay, and I don't know if this is, how much time have we got? So 2 minutes. The camera's probably going to tap out. But yeah, I just wanted to take him a little bit of a morning drive. Sunrise drive through the Austrian Alps. One of my homes away from home. You know, like I said, I used to live in the Austrian Alps and the French Alps 8-9 years ago when I was cleaning toilets, driving people around from the airports, scrubbing toilets with a fucking toothbrush. And yeah, it's a dream truly come true that I have been able to drive here in a car like this, and it's now my own. And look, yeah, just all I'll say is that the hard work really does pay off, and it does when I've been able to treat myself with the things I've been able to treat myself with this year. Buying my mum the dream set of golf clubs. Every time I see her now, she says how much she loves her golf clubs and how much she's nuking her drives at the golf on the golf course, playing so well. And it's like, you know, she was playing with a fucking horrible set of golf clubs for 20 years. The grips were all coming off. And that was a huge one for me. So that was the first thing I did this year, which was like a dream come true. Second dream come true was moving into my dream apartment in London, Riverside apartment, in kind of the Chelsea Fulham area with incredible views of the whole of London. That was another dream come true. And then buying my set of golf clubs was then the next one. My dream set of golf clubs, going and getting custom fit for those, and getting those was incredible. And then on my vision board was getting this car. I had it as a black Porsche Taycan, but I ended up getting the grey one, and I cannot begin to tell you how sick this version is. The GTS version is absolutely supreme. So yeah, about 650 bhp, goes like a rocket ship, and to drive it around the Alps like this has just been incredible. So I don't know where I'm going. If I'm going to stop, the fuck. Okay, I'm gonna pull over here in the car park, and I'm gonna press stop. Okay. Let's see if this has worked. But hey, hopefully this was fun. This was fun for me. I'm really going to do this once a month. What I want to do is when I'm back in the UK, do it on Friday mornings when I go drive to play golf, and do a little like monthly business review. I'll have a bit more of a structure to it. This was, again, just YOLO. What's the point overcomplicating this shit, right? Just got to go with it, go with the flow, see what happens. So if you're interested, as always, if you want to know how I've done this, how I've built my business, I've literally broke it down in a full 20-minute video where you can see exactly how I've done this, and I've been able to buy and do the things like have my dream life and have things like this. And I really wish that on you. Because I promise you it feels as fucking sick as you hope. So, all right, that was sick. Go watch that video. Go watch the video. I'll put it there, I think. Okay. See you in the next one.